Now, when you hear the word millennials, you might think of several cultural and economic phenomena, one of the most successful of which is Airbnb, the platform that allows for cheaper rentals and for flexible periods of time. So how can hotels compete and lure millennial customers to their seemingly old-fashioned offers? Let's discuss with Dr. Vili Abraham, consumer behavior and international marketing expert from the Sapir Economic College. Good afternoon, Dr. Abraham.
Good afternoon.
Dr. Abraham, it seems that first of all, it's hard to define what a millennial is, certainly how to define a millennial's consumer profile. So how to go about this?
All right, so first of all, millennials, the oldest millennial is about 34 years old. They're very different from what we've known if we compare it to previous consumers, but they have very, very high spending power. They have $700 billion at their disposal, so they make for a very big market. They're very loyal consumers, and that's why there are all sorts of loyalty programs and different retail stores. One of the things that is unique about them is that they like to look for items on the internet, but make the final purchase in the store itself. They must have internet connection wherever they go, and this is the main thing that actually characterizes them.
And speaking of hotels, and hotels can address these millennials and their consumer profiles, you mentioned that they must have internet wherever they go. And of course, a lot of their interest in products comes from the internet. Airbnb has become a huge phenomenon. How can hotels lure these customers back to the product that they offer?
Okay, so there are not that many hotels in the world. There's just one here in the country, not far away from here. And what they do is this. First of all, one of the things that characterizes the millennials is that they like to connect to the heritage of the place that they visit or to the heritage of the product. And that's why today hotels that target millennials, one of the things that you will see in these hotels is art. Pictures, graffiti that was created by a local artist. That's one thing. The second thing is actually being able to check in through apps or through the hotel itself, but not in your usual check-in desk, but at the bar. That's another thing that they do. And basically what they have to do is they have to offer reasonable prices, because today millennials are very price sensitive, meaning that every increase in dollar or shekel can make the difference between going and not going. And the reason for that is we know that millennials have a hard time landing a decent job and being able to afford apartments, and that's why they're reliant on money that they get from their parents. Now here in Tel Aviv, they did something really interesting. First of all, you can get tattooed. There is a DJ, the food is not kosher, and everything that you see in the hotel is just intended for the millennials 18 plus. It's just amazing how they turn to this audience.
And does the so-called Z generation differ in any way in the things that it wants or aspires to achieve as a consumer?
Yeah, well, you know, you can call them a little bit more spoiled, because, you know, when they want something, they want it now. And that's why they, first of all, order things online. They will not go to the store and purchase it. So they order online and they expect it to get it home and quickly. And that's why we're seeing development of drones by companies such as Amazon. They're a very innovative generation. They don't just like products that are customized to their needs. They like being part of the solution. So that's why today there are a lot of apps where you can actually dictate what you need. So for example, if someone goes to a hotel, you know, you check in, you check into a hotel via an app. You can actually say, look, I'm allergic to this or that ingredient, and I would like to contact the kitchen and tell them that this is something I cannot have. So they really like being part of the solution. So they're really different from previous generations. And they're not as loyal as previous generations. They like to experiment with new products and brands.
Well, that's concerning, because I think I just learned that I'm part of the Z generation. But Dr. Vili Abraham, thank you very much for joining us again with this extremely interesting talk. Thank you.
Thank you. My pleasure.